and welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be learning vocabulary which is associated with friendship. Some basic nouns. We'll be looking at some adjectives, verbs, some collocations, and common phrases that we use when we talk about friends and friendship. In this class, we'll be doing some exercises, fill in the blank, mix and match, and such, and discussing friends and friendship as we go along. So, let's get started. First, I'm going to say hello to everyone and do a little microphone check, and we'll jump right in. Hello, Heidi. How are you?
Hello, nice to see you again.
As always, nice to see you too. Good morning. Thank you. Not quite awake yet, but I'm sure you guys will wake me up. Good morning, Carla, or good evening, or good whatever, you know. Hi, Carla.
Hello.
Hi. Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to the class, Carla. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk to you in a little while. Hello, Teresa.
Hello.
Hello. How are you today?
Fine, and you?
Okay. Thank you. Welcome to the class. Okay, let me also welcome, is it Francely?
Hello,
right?
Teacher.
Hi. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
My name is Francely.
Francely, okay. Yay.
Yes,
Yay for me.
correct.
Yay for me. Pat myself on the back. Where are you from, Francely?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, welcome to the class. All right, we're going to start out with some basic vocabulary and work our way to more complicated material. Here we go. I'm going to screen share some material, and we're going to work on it together. By the way, plenty of room in the class for any other viewers out there in Verbling. Jump on in. Plenty of room. Okay, our topic to learn vocabulary is friends and friendship. Look at these guys. Oh, they're buddies. Okay, whatever. Goodbye. Okay. Let's look at some basic vocabulary. We're going to do a simple fill-in-the-blank exercise using these words up top here to fill in the blank in the following sentences. Heidi, can you get us started with sentence number 1?
I hear you work with Peter. Did you know he was a friend of mine?
Yeah, okay. Well, a very common phrase, a friend of mine. Okay. Yeah, very common phrasing. A friend of mine. And we don't use the word mine very often, but in this phrase it's very common. Okay, let me quickly welcome Victor to the class before we continue. Hi, Victor. How are you today?
Hi, pretty fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Likewise, as always. Okay, we'll come around to you in a bit. Carla, number 2. Carla? Are you there? Hello, Carla.
Hello.
Hello. Can you please
Okay.
read sentence number 2 and fill in the blank?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. I suppose Sandra is my best friend. We ring each other most evenings.
That's it. Okay. Do you have a BFF, Carla?
What? Sorry?
Do you know this? This is an acronym, capital letters.
Okay.
Okay. This is a very common acronym in at least in modern English. I find it slightly annoying, but okay. BFF. Do you know what that stands for?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay. B is an acronym. Okay, it represents an acronym, each letter represents a word. So BFF stands for Best Friends Forever.
Okay.
Oh, that's so nice. Okay, do you have a BF? BFF?
BFF, I don't know.
Do you have a best friend?
Okay. Yes, I have a best friend.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Now, it's okay. In texting in English, sending a text message or Skype or something like that, look, English speakers often use BFF to talk about a friend, okay?
Okay.
Not to be confused with BF. What do you think BF is? BF?
BF?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
BF usually stands for boyfriend. GF
Okay.
usually stands for girlfriend. So when people just talk about their friend, chum, mate, buddy, pal, they often use the acronym BFF. So that's what I was.
Okay, BFF.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Then.
Oh, sure. Okay. Now, okay, is Teresa still with us? Yeah, Teresa, number 3.
I am going up to see some. Okay. I am going to see some acquaintance friends in Scotland next week. I haven't seen them for over 30 years.
Okay. Now the key here is over 30 years. I haven't seen them. So what kind of?
All.
There you go. All right. Some old friends. That's correct. Okay. Old friends. Now, of course, obviously, there's no specific time frame. Somebody you haven't seen for 10 years. No. Old friends can mean somebody you haven't seen in a long time. It can also mean somebody that you have been friends with for a long time, even if you see them every day. If you have lunch with them every day for 20 years, they're an old friend. So it's not necessarily about you haven't seen them. Okay, let me quickly welcome Francisco to the class. Hey there, Francisco. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
Good. Thanks. Good to see you again. Okay, Victor.
Sorry, Oakley. I have a question related to point number 3. You said I'm going up to is the same. What is the meaning of the up in this structure? Because I can say I'm going to see. Is the same sense?
Yeah. It wouldn't really change the meaning at all. The reason we have up here, okay, really this material is from England, from British. It's British. So think about Great Britain and England. Think where Scotland is. It's north. English speakers, if they're going a long distance, they tend to, if the distance is north, they tend to say up. If they were going to, if this was not Scotland, for example, if this was Australia, you would probably see I'm going down.
Okay, thank you.
North up, south down. In the same way, if there's like mountains, if you're, say you live in a town where there's mountains, you would go up to the ski resort. Ski resort obviously being in the mountains. And if you were at the ski resort, you would go down into town. You see? So up and down can mean north and south, or refer to north and south. It can refer to elevation or height, mountains, valleys. It can also refer to, if you're living in the city, you can say up the street or down the street and nobody will really pay attention. We tend to say up, oh, I'm going up to whatever street, or down. Down is usually downtown, where the business district is. Most often, uptown is usually where it starts to become residential.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, New York City, it's very, very obvious because the streets go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So downtown would be where the low numbers are, and uptown would be like 124th Street, you know, like that. Coincidentally, you know, that's north and south, actually, in New York City. Makes it very easy. But, okay, so the whole up and down thing, overall, a lot of times it doesn't make any difference at all. But, okay, I'm just expressing to you the tendencies that we use. So, okay, there you go. All right. Victor, it's actually your turn. Anyway.
Okay.
Number 4.
Okay. I wouldn't say he was a close friend. We used to work together and we go for a drink now and again.
All right. What does that mean, Victor? What's a close friend? What's the idea of being
close? A person near to you, I think.
Yeah, closeness, the whole idea, which is a very important idea for English speakers. The whole idea is an emotional attachment or emotional investment. You would actually be very, very sad if something happened to a close friend. Okay. It has to do with the degree of emotional attachment, really. Okay, quick shout out to Claudio. Hi, Claudio. You're late. Just kidding.
Yeah, like always. Sorry, teacher.
Yeah, it's no problem. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah, and also Sam has joined us. Hello, Sam. Morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome. Okay, let's continue. Francisco, can you take sentence 5, please?
Okay. I met Martin at university. It was the start of a close friendship.
You could. That would actually fit. The adjective close here would very, very much fit with this sentence. But in this case, he met Martin when he was pretty young, fairly young, at university. So I'm thinking maybe lifelong friendship.
Okay, it would be a lifelong, yeah.
Yeah. This would also fit. Another adjective that co-locates with friendship, very commonly, lifelong friendship. Do you have any lifelong friends?
Yes, teacher, I have some friends that I met when I was junior high school.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That was a long time.
Right. Friends that you meet fairly young and you're still friends with. You still stay in touch with them?
Yes, we have some meetings every year.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. All right. Stay in touch, another common phrase to talk about friends. You know, you stay in communication with them. You stay in touch with somebody. Okay. Claudio, whoops. Claudio, can you take number 6?
Yes. I wouldn't really call Sam a friend. He's just an...
He's an...
maybe a acquaintance?
Kind of has to be, because of the article N, A-N, it has to start with a vowel sound. It has to be a noun. Yeah. Grammatically speaking, it's the only choice. Acquaintance.
Acquaintance. Okay.
Okay.
It's an acquaintance. I know him through Christy and Paul.
Okay. Claudio, what's the idea of an acquaintance?
It's like a person that is like a new or a circumstance you meet him or her.
Okay. Yeah, somebody you know. Look, you know their name. All right, you know their name, but you don't know that much about them. You really don't have any emotional attachment, meaning you're not close to them. You may know them through your relatives. You may know them through social.
Yeah, you never talk to him or her about their family or job or experience.
Yeah, you don't have a real closeness. I need to explain something here about English culture, not just straight up vocabulary. In English culture, it's kind of important how you refer to someone. As an example, if I'm going to recommend you to my boss, maybe you are looking for a job, or in business, some recommending a partnership or a customer or a service provider, whatever. It makes quite a bit of difference how you introduce somebody. If you introduce someone as an acquaintance, if I introduce you to my boss as an acquaintance, I'm basically, this is my acquaintance, Claudio. I'm basically saying, hey, boss, I don't really know this guy, okay? So if he robs the company or if he's a terrible worker, don't blame me. It's not my fault, okay? I'm not actually recommending, I'm just introducing, okay? If you recommend somebody as a coworker or a colleague, that's a step up from an acquaintance. That means I know them a little bit, I work with them. So I know how they work. I can't vouch for their character. I'm not close to them, but that's a step up. Okay, a colleague, a coworker. By the way, British people don't really use that word. Americans use it. Somebody you work with. Now I have to explain coworker and colleague. A coworker is somebody you work with. I worked at an academy teaching English. The lady who cooked in the cafeteria was my coworker. The administrator in admissions in the office is a coworker. The security guard that works at the gate is a coworker. We all work for the same company. Of course, what we do is completely different. My colleagues were the other teachers. Now, British people tend to use colleague as people in the same field and coworker. Americans definitely divide it. Coworker's one thing, a colleague's another. Colleagues are other teachers. Colleagues are the other teachers that work here at Verbling, my colleagues. My colleagues are also other online teachers that don't work at Verbling. My colleagues are also my fellow teachers who still work at the academy where I used to work. Those are also my colleagues. So recommending somebody as a colleague or a coworker is a step up from acquaintance. Be careful if you want to recommend someone as your friend to your boss, because you are basically saying, I trust this person, I recommend them, and your boss can justifiably, at least in in English-speaking culture, they can justifiably be angry with you if they hire your friend, in quotes, and your friend embezzles $100,000 from the company. You might get fired because of your friend. So be careful. And if you're dealing with English speakers, be very careful about how you introduce people and how you kind of talk about their relationship to you. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Okay. Other words for friends. Actually, there's a lot. All right. British, English. You call your friends your mate, or your best friend is your best mate. Best mate. In the United States, buddy. There's other words as well. Pal, bud, bro, brother, and the shortened version, bro. He's my bro. Means he's my friend. Compadre, homie, in colloquial speech. Holmes, from the French Holmes, homie in English. I mean Spanish, Holmes. All right, my homie. Whatever, there's a lot of other words for friends. And here's even more. What do these words mean? Talking about friends and people that you're associated with. A little mix and match here. Sam. All right. Workmate.
Workmate. Work for the same firm?
That's it. Workmate is the same as coworker, which I was just talking about. Americans tend to say coworker, and Brits tend to say workmate. That's it. We work for the same firm. Okay. Very good. Heidi, number 2.
Partner. We live together but aren't married.
Yes, that is one meaning of partner. What's another one? Do you know another one, Heidi?
Another one?
Yeah, partner.
Partner study together.
More related to working in business.
I work for the same firm.
No. A partner, if you and I both invest $50,000 and we start a company together, Heidi, what do you say? You want to be partners? Yeah.
No.
There you go. Yes, it's a common word used for business. People that invest together to start a business, for example, business partners. Sometimes with the collocation, the business as an adjective, business partners. Another meaning, Heidi, do you want to dance?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, you do? I'm going to turn on the camera. Let's dance. Okay. Okay. Well, partners is also used in dance. Dance partner. Okay. All right. So there's a few associations with a partner besides the fact that you have a partner has a romantic relationship, but you're not married, but you live together. Now, it's often used for, I have to say it, same-sex arrangements. Okay, you two males that live together that are together, they might introduce themselves. This is my partner. Hi, I'm David. This is my partner, Steve. If you get my drift. Okay. It's also commonly used that way. So lots of different kind of meanings for partner. Carla, number 3. Classmate. Carla?
Yes.
Hi there. Okay.
Classmate is we study together.
That's correct. Do you still stay in touch with classmates?
Yes, in Saturdays I study English.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yes.
You guys are all in this class together. You're classmates. Now,
Yes.
Okay. Now there's really kind of 2 meanings for classmate in English. It could be somebody who's in the same class that you are, the same space, like you guys are all in this space talking to me. You guys are all classmates, all of you. It can also mean all the people that graduate, whatever, primary school, high school, or university, all the people that graduate in the same year. You all graduate in June of the same year, you're all classmates. Even it doesn't even matter if you actually attended the same classroom with the same teachers. If you all graduate at the same time from the same school, you're also classmates.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, next one. Teresa cut out. All right, Victor. Pen friend. What's a pen friend?
Okay. I think we write every month.
Yeah, now this is kind of an outdated concept, really. I don't even know if it exists anymore. Americans say pen pal. Okay. Have you ever heard of this before, Victor? I don't even know if anybody does this anymore.
No, it's the first time that I see this expression.
Okay, well, before there was the internet, long time ago when dinosaurs ruled the earth and I was young, it would be, when I was a kid, I had a pen pal. I had a pen pal who lived in Africa, as a matter of fact. And I would write him a letter, a written letter, and put it in the post with a stamp. And maybe a month later, he would write me a letter. And back and forth. Ancient primitive email. That's what it really refers to. Exchanging letters to talk about your life and your way of life, your culture, your society, and get to know each other. Usually, often pen pals wouldn't have ever met before. Now, of course, you can meet people in a chat group and talk to them or become friends with somebody in Facebook, so there's really no need for pen pals, but that's the idea. Okay. Francisco, flatmate.
Okay, flatmate, which are flat?
All right. Francisco, do you know the American version? Because obviously British say flat and Americans say apartment.
Okay, well, it could be a roommate.
Yeah, it definitely could be, and it definitely is. Okay, a roommate. Now, just to be clear, for an American, a roommate is not necessarily that you share a room. It's okay, maybe you share a room, like a dormitory. Maybe you share an apartment. Maybe you live in a gigantic mansion and you live there with other people. That's still your roommate. It doesn't matter. You live together. It doesn't have to be in an apartment or a room, or it could be a house, could be whatever. Doesn't matter. If you live in a bowling alley with other people, they're your roommate. It just means you live together. That's it. Okay. Let's move on. Let's make friends. Let's make friends. Okay. All right. People kind of popping in. All right. Complete the sentences with these words and phrases. Another fill-in-the-blank exercise. Okay, we've got a bunch of words here, and don't worry, I'll scroll up as we go along. All right, starting with Claudio. All right, we've got a dialogue here. Two people speaking, one person, and then a reply. So, Claudio, how do you know Susan?
Richard and Peter introduced me to her.
There you go. Okay. Claudio, question. Is it important to introduce people when, okay, you have a friend, an old friend, and then, for example, on the street you see one of your coworkers at the new company? Is it important to introduce them in your culture?
Yeah, I think when Mexico is more common, like a friendly, to do that. and it's important to trust in the other person. And it's common not to introduce, but maybe depends the circumstances, but it's common to introduce the people, maybe a co-worker or college, or maybe a friend on a party.
Right. Okay. In American culture, it's also very important. I confess to you all, it's embarrassing, but I always forget to do this when different friends, I always forget to introduce them. I'm really terrible at this. And it's very embarrassing after I remember, oh my God, I never introduced them. I feel like an idiot. I always forget. It's a social convention that I'm really embarrassed about because I frequently forget to do it. Okay, Sam, number 2. Sam, how do you know Paul?
How do you know Paul? Yes, I know. I met him through.
Very good.
Yes, I met him through. Steve and Peter.
That's it. Okay. So, in other words, Steve and Peter introduced you to Paul. Okay. So, it doesn't even have to be. Okay. You met him through a person. Okay. Or possibly you might meet somebody. I met him at my yoga class. I met him at a convention. I met him while I was traveling in Europe. Okay, so if you met him introduced by a person, then you say, I met him through. Okay, Heidi, number 3.
I really enjoyed my time. I really enjoyed my time at university. I so many new friends. I made so many new friends.
Okay.
I got to know.
That's it. You got it. I made so many new friends. You're absolutely correct. Yep, that is the verb we use to talk about getting to know somebody and becoming friends. You make friends. Yeah, that's it. Pretty straightforward. You don't acquire friends. You don't get friends. We always use the verb make friends. All right. Carla, number 4. Carla?
Sorry. People say that Philip is a bit reserved, but I want to know.
Yeah, okay. Yes, got to know. Very good.
Got to know him. When we have to work on that report together.
Okay. You get to know someone. You start to become friends. Well, get to know doesn't necessarily mean you become friends, but you know a lot more about each other. If you get to know somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean friends, although it often does. It usually does. We're just getting to know each other. Okay, there's a lot of variations, little variations to the phrase in English. We're getting to know each other. I'd like to get to know you in the future. You seem like an interesting person. We got to know each other in past tense in the university, like that. Carla, what does it mean Philip is a bit reserved?
Okay. is he isn't I don't know he not talk a lot or he's serious?
Okay. He doesn't talk a lot. He's very serious. Okay. He's
Yes,
quiet. That's it. You're correct. That's the right idea. Okay. But in negative present tense, we have to use does. He or does not, actually.
Okay.
He doesn't talk a lot. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. Moving on where? Victor. Oh, no. Teresa. Teresa's back. Oh, okay. Teresa, didn't you disappear? Okay. Teresa, number 5.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my internet. we got a great time on holiday in Spain. We got let me check the ocean.
Certainly. We blank a nice couple. Okay. Whoops.
Friendly with.
No, although you could say we became
We nice couple who were meet him truth.
No. No, Teresa. Actually, again, the main verb we use to talk about becoming friends usually is make. So in this case, you make friends with.
My friend was.
Okay, see? We made friends with a nice couple.
Who were staying in the apartment next to ours.
Okay, so I made friends with Bill and Judy. Okay, during our vacation, whatever. Okay, like that. All right, so you make friends with somebody. Okay, Victor, number 6.
Okay, I didn't know you were the people next door to us. I saw you there last night. Could you scroll out? Thank you. I think True Friends, number B.
No, number B. Haha, I do that.
Letter B, thank you, Team B.
I do that all the time, Victor. You really.
Please.
No. No.
Friendly
Okay.
with is the last option.
Yeah, it is the last option, and that's the right option. I didn't know you were friendly with the people next door with us. Okay, this is a common phrasing, and it's kind of strange, but it's a good example because, I wouldn't say, are you friendly with Bob and Jan? I wouldn't say that. I would say, are you friends with Bob and Jan? It's a kind of a strange construction because we only use it with a negative. Oh, I didn't know you were friendly. It's always because it's a surprise. The example here in the usage is very good because it only gets used in this kind of situation. Oh, so so you're friendly with so and so because it's a surprise. It's kind of a very unique phrasing, really. It's only used in a specific circumstance. Francisco, number 7.
Okay, number 7 is when you are having a difficult time that you know who your true friends really are.
Yeah, your true friends really are. All right, Francisco, have you ever heard excuse me, have you ever heard the expression, a friend in need is a friend indeed?
Not really, teacher.
Okay, well now you have. Okay, that is the
How did you write that sentence, teacher?
Yeah, I'll write it in the Verbling chat here.
Okay. Thanks.
Give me a sec. It's an old expression, an old saying, and very pretty common. A friend in need is a friend indeed. It's this idea right here. Okay, a friend that needs you and you're actually going to be their friend and be there for them, okay, is a true friend. Well, there you go. Absolutely. Okay, I think we all understand this. You find out who your true friends really are when you're in trouble, when you need help. Claudio, number 8.
Yeah. Anna, can I introduce you to an old friend of mine? This is so. We were at college together. Hi, Anna. Pleased to meet you.
Yeah. Okay. Nice to meet you. Yes, that's common. Perhaps pleased to meet you. Okay. All right. Now, one very common mistake for beginning English speakers is I meet them in a classroom and they say, "Hello, teacher. It's nice to meet you." Okay, nice to meet you too. That's only for the first meeting. Nice to meet you. Pleased to meet you. Either way. Okay. That's only for the first meeting, though. The next time we have class and I see you again, you don't need to say, "Hello, teacher. Pleased to meet you." We've already met. So it sounds a little bit silly. Nice to see you. Well, we've already met, so we can't meet again. So, all right, this is a very common mistake. So better to say, "Pleased to meet you." Okay. We're going to do a little bit of a different exercise here. Let's see, a little mix and match. We're going to work on a little bit of sentence construction by doing a little mix and match with the beginning and end of the sentence. Talking about why people are friends. Okay, starting with number 1. This is the beginning of the sentence, which, over here on the right, which ending best fits the beginning of the sentence. Sam, can you start us off with number 1?
Okay. I didn't like Jenny at first, but now we get on. We each other.
No,
whenever we can. Hello? No?
Hello?
No? Okay. We get on. We get on. Get on. Very well?
That's it. We get on very well. Now, British people, when they talk about that they're friendly with one another, they get on well. Or negatively, they don't get on. Americans say get along. Again, I'll type it in the Verbling chat box. Oh, we get along very well. Or we don't get along. Okay, now, Sam, I apologize. I started to laugh because you said we get on each. Because there is a phrase in English.
Sorry?
There is a phrase in English. You get
Sorry, I can get on each other. Okay.
Get on each other's nerves. Okay. Do you know what that means?
Okay, get on each other nerves. It is a phrase.
It is a phrase. Do you know what it means?
No.
No? Okay. It's definitely.
Yes, we know it. Nerve means you know very well each other. Nerves.
Yeah, and you
like that.
You know each other well enough to annoy each other really badly. Okay? If you get on someone's nerves, you annoy them. Just something about you, just your existence. I don't know. Something about them really annoys you. So if somebody gets on your nerves, it means that you're annoyed by them. Quite the opposite of get on or get along. You're not friendly with them. they annoy you. You could, it's possible to say, I like Jenny, but she kind of gets on my nerves. She's always chewing her nails, and it really gets on my nerves. We could be talking about a habit or a pet peeve that you have about somebody if they get on your nerves. They just annoy you in some way. Maybe in a general way, but often in a very specific way. I hate how she's always talking. She never shuts up. I hate how she's always complaining. She really gets on my nerves. Something like that. Heidi, number 2, please.
We live in different towns now, but we still try to see each other whenever we can.
Oh, there it is. Okay. See each other whenever we can. All right. Well, that's pretty straightforward. I know there's going to be somewhere, because I see the endings. Stay in touch. Keep in touch. We see each other whenever we can. What's the... Okay, what's the... it's going to be coming up, but Heidi... Because it's very similar. What does it mean to stay in touch with somebody, keep in touch with somebody, or see each other whenever we can? What's the difference?
Keep in touch. Sometimes we exchange the mail or something on
right.
To call each other.
Right. Exactly. You communicate with each other. So that's a little bit different than we see each other whenever we can. That means you actually physically meet. Right, exactly. Carla, number 3.
Yes, Mark and I get on very well. We have got so much in common.
Very good. A very common phrase, by the way. We've got so much in common.
How do you pronounce we in contraction? We have with?
Weave. It would sound exactly like the verb weave. You weave a basket. We've got so much in common. A very common phrase, got so much in common. Carla, what kind of things might 2 people have in common, for example?
Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
What kinds of things might people have in common? Can you...
Okay. I don't know, habits and
habits, okay.
Music, kind of music.
Okay, music, tastes in music. Maybe you share tastes, means okay, the kind of music you like, your taste in music. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's good. Interests, maybe experience. Oh, my father died when I was 12. Your father died when you were 12. Okay, maybe experiences. You worked in you worked on a farm. I worked on a farm. Right? Whatever. Experience, interests. Yeah, could be really pretty much anything. Okay. Teresa, number 4.
Luke is my best friend. I know I can always rely on a long way.
No. Okay. Let me help you out. First of all, this name is Lucy. The C has an S. Lucy. Okay. Fairly common name in English. Lucy. I can always rely on her. Depend on. Oh, I just said it, didn't I? I didn't mean to. Rely on. Depend on. Okay. If I'm in trouble, I know Lucy will help me. And I just gave you the answer because I couldn't help myself. Okay. Rely on her. Depend on her. Okay, you rely on your friends to help you when you're in trouble. You rely on your, if you have a secretary, you rely on your secretary to maintain your schedule. You depend on, okay? You rely on your husband or boyfriend to pick you up from work because your car is in the shop. Rely on, depend on. Okay, like that. Okay. Moving on. Number 5. Victor, please.
Even if we move to different countries, we always stay in touch.
Yeah, okay. Heidi and I talked about this earlier. Stay in touch. Okay, keep in communication, whatever communication that is. Regular mail, email, Skype, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, nowadays it's very easy to stay in touch with the friends because there is a lot of technology that you can use to contact people.
Nowadays, yeah, there's so many multiple ways to stay in touch. True. Francisco, number 6.
Okay, Mike and I do everything to.
Francisco, are you there? Did I lose you? Francisco, hello? Francisco, are you there? I think I lost him. Oh dear. Okay, Francisco, I can't hear you, so I'm going to skip you for now. Maybe come back to you. I hope you can fix whatever the issue is. Claudio, how about, can you try number 6, please?
Yes. Mike and I do everything together. We really enjoy similar backgrounds.
No.
No, sorry. Yes, we really enjoy
Yes, you got it.
Yeah, each other company. Yeah.
That's right.
Each other company. Yeah.
Okay, now this phrase, we enjoy each other's company. I enjoy your company. Generally speaking, you like to be together, and generally speaking, this phrasing is used when you're sort of becoming friends. Usually. You wouldn't say this about somebody that you've been friends with for 20 years. It's obvious you enjoy each other's company, or you wouldn't be friends for 20 years. Duh. So this is a phrasing that's often used to talk about a friendship that's relatively new. Whether you're telling somebody else about your friendship or speaking directly, I really enjoy your company. We should spend more time together because we're new friends. You wouldn't say because we're new friends, but that's kind of the idea. Okay. Sam, number 7.
Okay. I think we are friends because we come from similar backgrounds.
Okay. Similar to the idea of you have so much in common. All right. Similar backgrounds, more specifically, though, is about your experience. Whereas you have so much in common can be about your experience or your interests and or your opinions and or anything else that may be similar. So similar backgrounds is your history. Right? Okay, Heidi, number 8.
We've known Susan since we were at school. We go back, don't we?
We go back a long way. Okay, this sentence, colloquial expression, is quite common for English speakers to talk about old friends. We go back a long way. It doesn't have to be about friends, however. It could be somebody you know from business and you've known them a long way. I could say this about a salesman that I remember back when I lived in the United States. I could say, oh, yeah, me and George, we go back a long way. I didn't really like this guy. He's very annoying, actually. He gets on my nerves because he never stops pestering me. He was a salesman. I was a chef, so I bought his products. And God, he was annoying. But we went back a long way. I knew that guy for 20 years at least. Didn't really like him. I wouldn't say he was a friend. I would say he was an acquaintance. I had no emotional investment in George. But boy, we go back a long way. So it doesn't have to be really a friend. It can be anybody you've known for and interacted with for a long time. Okay. Friendship letters, problems in friendship. We're going to now look at a letter to a magazine, the problem page. We're going to use these words and or phrases to fill in the blanks with this friendship problem letter. Carla, can you go ahead and read the first sentence of the letter?
Yes. I've been really good friends with Emma since we started in the same class 2 years ago, but recently we lost?
No.
No.
We lose over a boy? No. Okay, obviously these are two girls, Emma and Sally, fighting over a boy. What is fight? Fight, argue.
Fell out.
There you go. That's it. Okay, we also might express this, we had a falling out. A falling out as a noun. Okay, or it can be the verb form, fell out. Okay, they had an argument, a serious disagreement, a falling out over a boy. Yeah, okay, sure. Teresa, can you read the next sentence? Actually, go for the next two sentences, please.
I knew Emma liked him, but when Steven asked me out, I accepted. Emma was really a great, and we had a terrible drive, a terrible.
Okay.
A terrible go or separate ways.
No, it has to be a noun. Here, a little grammar here, Teresa. A article has to be followed by a noun, so we have a terrible adjective. An adjective has to modify a noun. It's got to be a noun.
Lost.
No. Lose is a verb. It's got to be row. It's got to be. A row is, okay, Americans don't use this word. We had a row. That's an argument. Americans say an argument, or colloquially, commonly, oh, I had a fight with my wife last night, like that. But British use row. Okay, next sentence. Victor.
No.
Okay, wait, let me hand this off to Victor. Victor, go ahead.
Okay, now she to me. I like, now she loves to me.
No.
Is not speaking to me.
There you go. You're looking for a verb. Now she isn't speaking to me. In English, she's giving me, whatever, a silent treatment. Victor, have you ever gotten the silent treatment from your wife?
No.
Okay. How about from your kid? Has your kid ever given you the silent treatment, your daughter?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, all right. So you know what I'm talking about. The silent treatment. Okay. Right. You refuse to talk to the person. Okay, last one here. we're about out of time. Francisco, can you do this last sentence here?
Okay, teacher, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Oh, hi.
Okay, teacher. I like Steve, but I don't want to lose my best friend.
That's right. That's it. Lose a best friend. Okay, that's correct. Okay, we're out of time, guys. So thank you very much, but I gotta go because I gotta start in another class. We'll see you guys again, I hope, real soon. Have a great day.